I'm waiting on my bus, you guys. I will be there in just a moment. Where I'm going, I was waiting on it. I just had to chill and wait. I think that, no, that's not the one. That's actually going in the opposite direction. But anyway, I think I might actually want to try on some stuff today, you guys. I think I want to do some more fashion commentary today. But it depends on if I'm able to do it, because I already have plans. So if my plans fall through, then I think that's what I'm going to end up doing today. It's just like trying on some more pieces. It's really good for me so that I know like what I really want to, how I want to present myself this season. But also, hold on, you guys, I have to keep looking because the bus is coming. And I'm like not in, I can't see where it's stopping. So I have to kind of reach and look. But anyway, so that's the main thing. So I think I might want to do that today. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I think also it has a lot to do with me just kind of like really trying to fill time that has been stolen for other things. And I'm kind of like taking my time back in a sense. And that's not an easy thing to do. If you know, then you know. If you've ever been through spiritual warfare, you know what I'm talking about. It's like where they call it taking your power back. I call it stealing your time back. Because some people will steal your time. They will waste your time. They will ruin opportunities for you, which is what I believe has happened. I believe all of this transpired from, just people seeing opportunity brewing for me. And in some cases, people knowing that I deserved it. They know that like this woman deserves good opportunities to come into her life. This woman deserves good things to happen to her in her life. And we're going to steal everything that's meant for her. And I'm not allowing that anymore because I've been through a really, really tough time in life in general. And I never complain about it. I never talk about it. And this is the first time in my life where I'm like, no, I think it's time that we talk about the rough times that I've been through versus what I probably should have experienced. I've been kept a secret for a really long time. Not necessarily for reasons that were unknown to everyone, but I think everybody knew and everybody was just enjoying being entertained to a certain extent, watching people screw up my life. And I think that when you're dealing with situations like what I've been dealing with and what I'm talking about right now, and you realize that a majority of the people who learned who you are, know who you are, or have always known who you are, when you realize that all of these people knew or know or whatever, it makes you reevaluate like how people actually have your back or how people see you in the world in general. But then at the same time, you got to realize if you're being, downplayed or degraded behind your back, then, what do people do? You know what I mean? Like, do people take the information and be like, oh, that's what we're supposed to think about her? Or do we take the situation and be like, okay, is this who she really is? Let's do a little bit more research. Or what? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we're dealing with a force, which is, I'm calling it a force, but it's really just, individuals. It's a group of individuals that have put their efforts together to stand against me while they benefit off of everything that I'm supposed to have in my life. So, and me speaking up about it is what actually contributes to me losing out on the opportunities. So just understand that I'm aware of that. And then on top of that, if the opportunity, this is how I feel about it. If the opportunities are attached to my having to be degraded any further than I already have been, then there's really no reason for me to take on those opportunities because I'm not looking to get into that. If it's not wholesome and it's not for me, if it's a contract that doesn't mean me any good, if it's some type of binding spell or some type of BS that's out there, I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of it. To this point, I have not signed one contract. Okay, when I went out to LA, I signed 2 contracts. Okay, one was for a major television show. Another one was for a daytime television show. That opportunity came and went. The other opportunity came and went. No other contracts. I was very careful about even how I signed my name on sign-in sheets when I would go and audition, because I felt like there was a reason that I needed to protect myself, my name, my identity, everything, especially once I started seeing that, that was something that people like to do. Because see, where I'm from, we don't do that shit. Ain't nobody taking no pictures of your damn ID when you buy a car or when you are, applying for a job. They're not taking their personal phone and taking a picture of your ID. No. You feel me? So that's why I started to get real cautious about it. Like, okay, I see that, certain people are moving a certain kind of way, and that's not what I'm used to. So let me make sure that I see about myself. All my contracts that I did, or all of 2 contracts that I did sign, I took pictures of those contracts when I signed them. So those contracts, that picture of that contract is still in my cloud. Okay, because it was taken with my iPhone 6, because that's the phone I had while I was out there. So let's be very clear about everything that's going on here. I am aware of what has been going on for a long time. Okay, but I'm also aware, just as I am aware of that, I'm also just as aware of the fact that people decided that they wanted to gang up against me for what I thought was a petty reason, and refused to speak on what that reasoning was, because they wanted to kind of like create a wave and then ride that wave, right? And then get other people on board as well. Okay, so basically, you guys, I was sabotaged, but I said that before. I was sabotaged. Any opportunities that I could have had, it's not about, oh, well, if you wouldn't have said anything, you would have probably been able to salvage those opportunities. No, it's about they weren't rooted in good soil to begin with. They were all setups, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, what you're going to see coming from me is all facts. There's no reason for me to look up anything else. There's no reason for me to be anywhere else. There's no reason for me to speak on anything else but facts, because that's all I'm made of is facts. Everything else that was built around me, from what it looks like, that's where you find the lies. I haven't hired a team. I don't have a publicist. I don't have any of that stuff. Okay, if it's claimed that I have someone that represented me, I didn't hire them. I haven't hired anybody to repost my stuff, and yet somehow behind the scenes I keep getting blocked from protecting my shit because somebody is playing games. Just like when I'm watching something online, for example, they like to play around with my Wi-Fi and cut my Wi-Fi off. They like to cut the Wi-Fi off. They put people around me to like spy on me and stuff like that, which I think happens to a lot of people. Like, it's not like this is just happening to me. I feel like it's a program, and it's just like something that a lot of people go through. It may even be seen as a form of, let me make sure that I'm looking out for you kind of a thing. I can see that, but I can also see where someone would be able to use that as a form of entrapment as well. So why don't we all speak on what it really is, okay? And then we can move forward once the truth is out. Because the reality is that a lot of things seem to have put me in this specific space so that I am cut off from opportunities, so that I'm not able to work, so I'm not able to earn money, so I'm not able to invest in my business or my ideas. I'm not able to bring anything to full fruition. And if I am, it's to a certain extent. It's like, okay, well, we know she only has so much money, so she won't be able to like complete, like do a full launch, a full rollout, because she ain't got it. We know she don't have it because we making sure that she don't have it by making contact with people who are in her community and making sure that she doesn't get hired anywhere, making sure that she doesn't get opportunities that are supposed to be coming to her, making sure that she doesn't have money in the bank or whatever the case is. And if she does have money in the bank, then we're going to watch everything that she has coming in and going out. For what? And who are you? And what authorization, what qualifies you to oversee my money and my income? I'm an independent. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand exactly where you're coming from with it. Why do you need to know what's going on with me financially? How does that benefit you? So there are questions that I have to where I'm like, well, where is all of this coming from? You know what I'm saying? We have people over here. People, they like to hide in the bushes, hide in their cars and stuff like that. Watching me. For what? Listening devices and shit like that. For what? Why? What do they need to hear? What is it that I have to say that you need to hear? For what? Because you can just ask me. You don't have to send people around me to do all of that. You ain't doing nothing but wasting your money and wasting those people's time. Because they're not going to get shit out of me that they're not supposed to get. So what is it that you need is the question. What are you trying to accomplish with all of this unwanted attention here? Because right now it seems like you're hunting and or you're studying someone like a specimen so you can figure out how you can get ahead of the curve and possibly stop them or further sabotage them. That's what it looks like. But you're welcome to clarify.